Schwartz, and I am the founder and artistic director of Touche Taps. And elementary school in New Hampshire. I was the only, or one of the only Jewish kids in school, and I was also for sure the only black kid in school, or the only kid who was like mixed race. So I definitely felt othered in that, like, my mom would come to school and do like cultural presentations for Hanukkah, but I never really had like a black role model in my life until I got to dance. I experienced most of my dance training in New Hampshire and New England was with white people. So like the only thing that I was like othered by was the color of my skin.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I was a young, pretty serious, introverted kid. I watched a lot of movie musicals, specifically on VHS so that I could rewind and go back. I was just a very serious kid, mainly. I was like very into doing stuff alone, very into journaling and making up dances, playing pretend. I started dancing when I was little, and I think I really stuck with it because I enjoyed like the regiment of it, of like going into a place and like knowing what's gonna happen for like 90 minutes.
Shaina was pretty much obsessed with the dance as soon as she saw dancing. I think I took her to her first ballet when she was 2.5, and we walked out of the Nutcracker and she said, "Mommy, that's what I want to do."
I initially started dancing at a professional ballet studio in New Hampshire called Granite State Ballet. That's where I really started to focus, where I really took the majority of my classes growing up. And then that studio changed its company name to Northern Ballet Theater. And they had a professional company attached to the school at that time. As a kid growing up, you could like see those older ballerinas, you could see them in their tutus, you could hear them in rehearsal. Like you had that immediate interaction with professional older dancers. And it was just like so cool to be in an environment where that was prevalent, where there was such communication between young people and professionals. When I was younger, in the earlier high school years, I spent a lot of time forcing myself to like mold into what I thought dance directors and choreographers would want me to be, and it wasn't working. And I was going through a pretty tough emotional period of my life, just really struggling with anxiety and depression, leaving dance and going back and leaving again, and I didn't quite climb out of that hole until I turned 20 and I saw a Boston Tap Company and I was like lit up, and I ended up messaging Sean Fielder from the Boston Tap Company. I like found him on Facebook. So when I heard back from Sean Fielder about auditions in March of 2011, I knew that I like wasn't quite up to par with what I had seen them do on stage. So I instantly like Googled like how to tap dance, and I started with like shuffles and paddle and roll and just like basic little rudiments to get my technique up before auditions. And when I auditioned, I still couldn't do any of the steps. So a lot of my relationship with like learning how to tap dance again was like trying to make it through the numbers, trying to learn how to do the choreography and learn how to do those moves and that footwork in that order so I could get on stage as quickly as possible.
She called me when she found out that she had made Boston Tap, or BTC, and she was screaming on the phone. And I think I was screaming back, and it was very exciting to know that she was going to be dancing with somebody of the caliber of Sean Fielder.
Touche Taps started in 2014 because somebody asked me to tap dance as a soloist at their event. I danced with a musician, and their name is Shay, and so we were two Shay Taps. And now I am just Touche Taps with my two Shay Taps. And we started just doing street performing, doing random gigs, doing open mics, performing just like the two of us. Later on that year, I had a bunch of kids who I posted about auditions everywhere, like every dance studio, and we started a program for just kids. It was a dance studio extension program, so it was like something extra, something special. Touche Taps is really special to me because we are so inclusive and we are so positive with one another. We're always here to learn, and we're always here to change each other for the better. We're here to challenge each other. I'm just really proud of all the work that we get to do together. It's great that we have like multi-generational dancers doing the same, we're on the same path together.
I am so proud of what she's done, the woman that she's become. I think she's a pretty awesome lady. In a lot of ways, Shaina is my hero.